Hi, 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 hi. Can't really see my earrings. Hi, how are you? Wow, somebody joined me already. That was fast. I did announce it on Instagram that I was about to come online live. Today is 11:11. I was trying to come on actually at 11:11 a.m., but I missed that. And then I was going to come on at 1:11 my time, and then I missed that one too. But that's okay. Hi, Divinely Intuitive. How to get an X bag? Sure, we'll definitely discuss that. But we're going to wait for more people to arrive. First, Rocky is joining me today. It is actually his 6th birthday. So not only is it 11:11, but it's this really special day. It's Rocky's birthday. Let's see if I can get him on the camera. Oh, Rocky. There he is. There's my baby. Being camera shy. Today I have green tea. It has a lid on it. See, I'm smart now. I don't think Rocky likes green tea anyway. What do I have to say? I'm Veronica. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to have a live manifesting session. It's 11:11. I know a lot of you look at that as super lucky time. Honestly, I think every single day is super, super lucky. But I wanted to do a show on 11:11 just because you're feeling lucky today. So let's raise the vibes and let's make it super, super, super lucky. Why not? Someone said happy birthday. Thank you so much, Gianna Beauty. Rocky says thank you. I've got his brush here. Rocky, are you sleeping on your brush? Oh, wait, here's his brush. So he might make some. He loves his brush. In fact, his fur is like in it. My baby loves his brush. See, watch this. Oh, yes. Oh, Rocky loves his brush, don't you, my baby? Oh, yes. He might even meow for us. He has the cutest little voice. You love your brush, don't you? Oh, Rocky's getting brushed on live TV. Well, live YouTube. He is my baby. Oh, happy birthday, my monkey. His birthday present hasn't come in yet. I ordered him a special catnip present. I can't say what it is because he's right here listening. He actually also scratched my face this morning. We were playing and he kicked me. So if I have a scratch on me, that's why. Okay, so let's start with some announcements. Rocky is being all sassy. He says thank you for all the happy birthday wishes. There he is. There's my baby. He is a lucky manifesting tool, honestly. He makes me so happy. He makes me happy. And then he makes me manifest lovely things because when I'm feeling good, those good vibes are flowing through me. Hi, Melissa, man. Rocky says thank you. Okay, he's going to sit down. Enough about Rocky. We got to get to what we're talking about today. So we are talking about your specific person. I've also linked down below. I have a 25-day challenge video series. This was one of the first series that I actually put on, and it's a playlist, and it's completely free. And you can watch it. Actually, the first video is instructions as to how to do the 25-day challenge. So do check that out if you haven't already. If you're looking for a free resource to get that person, you could tailor it to a specific person too. So it doesn't necessarily have to be an X. In the beginning, I used to just tailor everything towards X. And then I realized that there's more complicated situations than that. Just because my specific person was always an X doesn't mean your specific person has to be an X. Could be a crush, could be a friend that you want to be in a relationship with. Let's start with some announcements. What do I have to say? I think I already said I was Veronica, so I said that part. I'm a life coach, law of attraction person, conscious manifester. Subscribe if you want to see the next live show. There will be many. Oh, my 25 days of Christmas. I just want to give another shout out to that because I am planning 25 new exciting videos that are going to be released at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, December 1st through the 25th. That is going to be a big endeavor. I'm super excited about it. I do want to mention I'm also going to come on live during that time. So just because I'm having the pre-recorded video at 7 a.m. every single morning does not mean I'm not going to come online live. So I won't neglect these live shows. I do want to say that my boyfriend's birthday actually falls within that time. He is born on December 8th. It's interesting because I always wanted a Sagittarius. I like zodiac signs, and I wanted a December Sagittarius. Like that is the person that I wanted even before I met him. So when I met him and I was attracted to him and I asked him when his birthday was, I was so excited when he told me December 8th. Not only is that Sagittarius, but it is the same birthday as Jim Morrison. I love the Doors. So I was like elated. It was like jackpot, honestly. Okay. Enough about that. Let's answer some questions. You are making me smile so much right now. Your energy is beautiful. Thank you, Patricia Garvey. I'm manifesting all these Patricias asking me questions. That was my mother's name. I mentioned that in a previous video, and her birthday is this Wednesday, so she is on my mind a lot this week. I seem to be manifesting Patricias into my world, so that is super cool. Why do I feel such anger towards my specific person? Well, I'm guessing your specific person either wronged you, hurt you, or has been rejecting you, and that's probably why you feel this angry energy. But I do want to say that in order to manifest a better outcome with this person, like you need to get over the anger. Like you're human, you're allowed to feel all the emotions that you want. So if you need to let, the anger out, that's okay. Something on my shirt. That's okay. But in order to manifest this person, like if you're just feeling anger, they're just going to give you more reasons to feel angry. And other people in your world are going to give you reasons to feel angry. So angry energy is like yucky. Like that doesn't feel good. Like if you are angry, you can't feel any peace because anger is so potent. But like I said, if you're logically allowed to feel angry because of a prior situation or because of the current moment, just let it out and then regroup. So how do you want the specific person? Obviously, you want them to either make things up to you or give you reasons to be happy. So start regrouping the way you feel about your specific person. In fact, I released a video yesterday called Change Your Inner Story and You Can Manifest Anything. It got a yellow thumbnail. And honestly, start changing your story about what the specific person means to you in your world. They could mean anything. They don't have to equal anger anymore. They could equal love. They could equal happiness. If you're having a hard time equaling positive things to them, at least have them equal just neutralness. Neutrality, is that a word? Something neutral. That's the thing about live shows is you just kind of gotta roll with your mistakes. I can't edit anything out, so if I say something dumb, I just have to laugh about it. I am wearing another Dark Shadows shirt today. Who am I wearing today? Willie Loomis, played by John Carlin. Side note, I actually manifested getting a phone call from John Carlin's son. I had written a letter to John Carlin. He was in the hospital or he wasn't in good health, and I wrote a letter of well-wishing. I somehow stumbled upon an address. Someone had said, if you are a fan of Dark Shadows, write a letter. John Carlin isn't doing well. And I love John Carlin. Like he played Willie Loomis, like one of the most best characters on Dark Shadows. So, I wrote a letter and Adam Carlin called me. I guess his father was not feeling well enough to talk, but gave me a message about how much he loved my letter. And I also, I have a script that I wrote. Actually, all of my training is in screenwriting, believe it or not, and music, not actually life coaching. You can't actually take classes in that, law of attraction. Like they don't offer degrees on that. It was all life experience. But I have a screenplay that I wrote that's very dear to my heart that's an homage to Dark Shadows. And I told, Adam Carlin all about it. I said, I want your dad to be in it. So that's actually one of my manifesting goals right now is to finally get this film made. I have no idea how I'm going to do it, but it took a long hiatus, due to focusing on this channel, but it is one of the goals that I have. And I think it's fun for you all to watch me manifest things too. It shouldn't be the kind of person that just has it all. Like, that's not fun. You should watch me actually physically manifest things so you can watch things from idea to progress to goal. So I'm going to do it. It's one of the things I'm going to do. Okay, so back to you. Let's help you. How to put myself. Oh wait, I don't want to lose it. It's going away. Oh no. I'll go back to it. How to put myself in the place or feeling of being in the relationship and having a stable relationship with my specific person. Well, it is a calm place. Imagine it. You have the relationship. It's stable. It's loving. You probably feel a lot of tranquility, a lot of inner peace, a lot of of course you'd feel joy, you'd feel elated, but you'd also feel just this calmness just when you wake up in the morning, like you would feel hope for the day. You would feel glad. to be alive. You would feel like spreading this joy to other people. So a way of acting in the end result is to, is to put yourself in these feelings. Because, like, acting as if isn't about pretending to make dinner for someone else or pretending to sit down and watch TV with them, like, and doing things like, talking to somebody that isn't there. Like, that's not what acting as if is about. Acting as if is about taking on the feelings. So even though maybe you've never had a stable relationship, you've never had a good relationship, maybe this person's let you down in the past, you know what feeling relaxed is about. You know what feeling love is about. You know what feeling tranquility is about. And when you feel these things, like, they don't have to be attached to your specific person. In fact, I would challenge yourself to feel these things independently. Independently. Like, you're just going to want to feel these feelings. Like, if when you're in love and you have a stable sense of security about it, like, you just want to spread love to everyone else. So spread love to everyone else now. Act as if in that way. Act as if in a way where you allow yourself to feel comforted. I think in a previous video, I talked about, feeling like a warm blanket is on you, or you're eating the most delicious chocolate chip cookie, like comfort foods. Maybe macaroni and cheese, that's a comfort food too. Things that make you feel comfort and warmth, love, abundance. And you can put yourself in these feelings. Now, like, you have the choice whether or not to feel these things before your specific person actually does these things. Or you can feel all resentful and yuck and have a chip on your shoulder and be like, life never works for me, blah, 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 blah. I used to do that, and it got me nowhere. My life didn't change until I changed. Like, it took me taking a leap of faith and being like, you know what, this is my answer. This is going to work for me. Took a leap of faith. And yes, it was hard because it takes willpower, but it paid off little by little, one by one. Rocky thinks I have water. I don't. I have green tea. It's not for you, Rocky. No, he wants it. I'm not going to let him have it. He's right there. See, it's got a lid. I put a lid on it. No more. Okay. You may remember from my previous videos where he would drink from my cup, and that was actually getting really disgusting. Someone mentioned that in comments, and I realized, what, that's not okay. So I put a lid. Okay, I'm going to answer some more questions. I got to scroll back down. Oh, wow. What apps do you recommend for recording and playing your affirmations? It's really ironic that you mentioned that. I'm actually going to pause responding to that until another future video because I have something in the works, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's too fresh and it's too new and it's too exciting. So I'm not going to do it until I can do an official announcement, but there is something coming. So I'm going to decline to answer that right now and just leave it as a mystery. I manifested being able to catch a live session. I love that. Okay, cool. You manifested me going online at this exact time, just like I manifested you being a part of this session. My specific person no longer watches my Instagram story. I've been working hard on my manifestation, but now I feel let down, like it's not working, and think he's not invested in me. How to gain new motivation? Well, I think sometimes when you feel let down by someone, you have to at least recognize, like, you are someone who is worth having someone watch their Instagram stories. Take your specific person out of the equation right now because you probably feel a ton of resistance with your specific person right now. And you don't want to feel that resistance. You want to feel warm, safe, secure, wanted, needed, validated. And right now, since this person has stopped watching your stories, you probably feel really let down by them. So let's just take them out of the picture. Doesn't mean you've given up on them. It means you're giving up on the resistance. So dare to take them out of the picture and know that they'll still be a part of you. Because when you have a specific person in mind, like, they're just a part of who you are. Like, if you stop thinking about them, they're not going to vanish. They're not going to poof, go away. You're not going to lose the desire. You're not. But what you're going to do is you're going to manifest them in a new way because you're thinking about it in a new way. So to gain new motivation, start realizing that you write or you create, I don't know what the proper terminology is, amazing Instagram stories. Say my Instagram stories are lovely. They are fun. They are inspiring. I don't know what your Instagram stories are, so I don't know the right descriptions to use, but just give some important adjectives to your Instagram story and be like, you know what? I deserve this. I deserve a lot of people to watch them. And what I would do is I would recognize the people that are watching your Instagram stories right now. Somebody's watching it, even if there's just one person. And even if it's a person that you don't really care whether or not they watch it, they're still watching. It's proof that your Instagram story is worth being watched. So we're going to take the resistance out. We're gonna, put a fresh new spin on it. When you think of your specific person, try to put yourself in a higher place than them. It's not whether or not they're going to watch your story, it's whether or not, you're going to allow them to watch your story. Make yourself powerful. Okay. Take a sideline to watch Rocky getting brushed. Thank you for joining me today. Subscribe to be a part of the next live session. I'm going to try to do this as often as possible, but you got to be subscribed. You got to hit the bell icon because I bet all of you got like a notification. And I also announced it on Instagram, so you could join me there too. That was a really weird angle. I look really odd with this angle. Like my face is all stretched out. But it's the only way you can see Rocky. Rocky! Let's answer some more questions. How to manifest an apology. Greetings from Mexico. I want to go to Mexico. That's something else I want to manifest. How do you manifest an apology? I have an apology video, actually. I should link that. I should also remember that I made the note to link it because I feel like I said I was going to link a video in the last one and then I forgot to do it. So let me just type this out. Link apology video. Got it. Okay, so you can manifest an apology by, well, there's a few things you could do. You could imagine this person saying words. The cool thing about your imagination is you can imagine a person say anything you want. Like right now, you could imagine me saying anything. You could put any words in my mouth you want. Um, Likewise, like I could imagine, think of a random person. I can't, nobody's coming to mind right now. Who do I want to imagine? Jon Snow, the real Jon Snow, just because it's the only person I can think of. Okay, I could imagine Kit Harington saying, giving my Jon Snow a compliment. That'd be really funny, wouldn't it? Like, you are an awesome cat. I can imagine that right now. I know what he looks like. I know what his voice sounds like. I could imagine that. You can imagine your specific person saying and doing anything. Let's think of like a delicious apology. I apologize. You are so wonderful. How could I have ever done that to you? I feel so bad. I'm having nightmares at nighttime, feeling so guilty for the way that I hurt you. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. What can I possibly do to make this up to you? I know it'll never be enough, but I will spend my entire life trying to make this up to you. That's good, right? I liked that. It was just on the spot. That is like over and above. Like, whoa! Why not take a moment every single day to imagine your specific person in their voice? You could write it down too, but it's more, if you imagine it. When you're writing it down, though, you're imagining it too, so it's fine. But just, put it in their voice. You see in their face. Even if you can't picture all the details, it's okay. Do the best you can. A little goes a long way. And imagine that, and then just set it aside. Don't come back to it. Don't say to yourself, well, they're too stubborn. They'll never say that. I mean, I did an apology that was like, whoa, above and beyond. Like they are tormented by the fact they haven't apologized to you yet. Someone super chatted me and now it went away. I gotta find it. Oh, where did it go? There it is. Okay, I gotta respond to that next. Sorry. Oh, come on, don't scroll. Okay. Okay, so apology. Okay. RB Moral. I know I said your name wrong. I tried though. How do I manifest a better sex life with my partner? It's not as fun as it used to be. You can imagine any sex life you want. Like, seriously, again, it goes back to the imagination. Don't imagine in terms of what you think this person is capable of doing. Like, what kind of sex life do you want? I don't know. Everybody wants a different kind of sex life. I don't know what the rules are on YouTube, so I don't know exactly what I can say and what I can't. So I don't want to say anything too risky, too R-rated. So I don't know what the rules are, and I don't want to get like a strike or something. But basically, be as descriptive as you want. Um, obviously, it's not as fun as it used to be. So you could imagine the way it was really good before. You could also imagine things that you've never experienced yet with this person, or maybe never experienced in your sex life, period. Your deepest, darkest fantasies being fulfilled and having it be their idea. Like, that's the most brilliant thing. I love when that happens, when it's something I've been imagining and then my special person says it, like, suggests it. Like, that is so cool. And you wonder, did I plant this idea in them or did I just attract it? I don't know. I don't know what the exact components are to it, but I know it works. Um, so just imagine it. You could write it down. In terms of your sex life, try to not be discouraged right now until it changes. If you're currently having sex with them and it's a letdown, after, you have sex, don't say to yourself, well, that was awful, and have you be in a bad mood and let it spoil your mood. Like, they might be doing something that's right. I mean, you're having sex with them, so that right there is right. Um, you could it's just replacing what you think can happen and what you expect, setting a high standard of what you want to experience in life. Um, put it out there. Say, I want this. And I know you're not supposed to say I want, but I do. Because whenever I say I want, like, I picture it. So it's more about the feeling. You could say I give thanks if I want makes you too uncomfortable, because too many people have said, that's bad. It's totally up to you, though. It's all about that feeling. I'm just kind of shifting a little bit. I went to the symphony yesterday, Chicago Symphony Orchestra. If you saw the pictures on Instagram, I took a picture with Jon Snow and I took a picture with Rocky. My boyfriend took the pictures. Jon Snow wouldn't even look at the camera. He was too busy looking outside at the birds and stuff. Um, okay. But I did, and I saw Beethoven sonatas, and it was amazing. It was, what was his name? Rudolph something. Rudolph Buchbinder. I don't know if I said it right, but he was incredible, and he played 2 encores. He played The Tempest, which was totally unexpected, which is one of my favorites, and it was amazing. I intend to manifest. They're doing a 250th anniversary of Beethoven, who was my specific person of the 19th century. And they're doing a whole series. And right now, I only manifested so many tickets because that's all I could afford. So I intend on manifesting many, many more. And I get to bring all my loved ones with me. Not just for me, but for all of us. Let's all have a party. How to improve and increase communication with a person. When there isn't communication, a lot of times it feels like you're very blocked off. Like there's this wall that's ugly, that, like, you feel restricted and constrained in your heart. You don't have to feel that way inside. Like, you do not need the communication to first manifest in order to feel that way. Like, when you're having good communication with someone, like, you feel very open and free, and it feels free flowing and satisfied. Like, wow, I get to express my heart and they're expressing it to me, and it feels very, mm, you can feel that way now. You do not need the physical act in order to feel that way. You can feel that way now. Like, manifesting is all about feelings. It's all about creating those feelings. And the cool thing about life and the universe and the power of creation is that a little goes a long way. Like, if you have been feeling blocked off, the communication has been sucking. Like, even if you just break that for a single moment, that could be enough to bring about change. Positivity is at just this higher, more beautiful frequency. So I mean, you could bring about a breakthrough just by posing the possibility of something different. Boom, in that moment, and that could be enough. I do want to say that I'm sorry my roots have been gone for as long as they have. You may remember my videos from last year at this time, the same deal. My hairdresser keeps having children in September, so she keeps taking these maternity leaves. And sure, I should probably find another hairdresser, but I'm so short on time that I just didn't. So I'm not sloppy. I'm not taking care of my appearance. I'm embracing the root look right now. It almost looks like I'm a brunette. Someone said, "Why do you want to be with someone that treats you like crap? Is it wrong and not possible to change someone to love you? You can change anything." Yes, of course. It sucks that this person treated you like crap. And don't blame yourself entirely. Don't say, well, I was in a crappy vibration, so they're off the hook. That's like a weird, like, victim mentality. Yes, you were in a crappy vibration. Every single time somebody treated me like crap, I was in a crappy vibration. But it's still their fault too. I'm not going to let them get off the hook. They deserve to make it up to you. Don't take all the blame. I don't like that. Like, a lot of times people say, well, it's my fault. Yes, you should own up to your vibration, but don't take all the blame. Don't be the victim that's willing to be beat up because you deserved it. Yuck. No. Bad. How do I make the symbol bad? I think that means no vampires, actually. I don't know. That's like saying no. Where was I going with this? So yeah, like, you could attract somebody to apologize to you, make amends to you. Oh, thanks for the live. Hi, AP Mom 44. You can have them make it up to you. And then you say to yourself, was that enough? Do I still want them in my life? And you'll know in your heart, like, do I want to manifest someone else? Or was this enough? You could manifest them going out of their way to make it up to you as to how bad they treated you. You really could. I've done it. I have had people completely turn around, completely change, completely make things up to me, feel bad about the way they treated me, feel guilt-ridden. Totally up to you. Do I want them in my life now? I am in control. Who do I pick? And again, when I talk about empowerment, I'm not trying to teach you to be self-absorbed or conceited, but I want you to love yourself the most. You should love you more than anyone or anything else in the world. You are you. You're in your head all the time. You are the conscious entity having an experience of life. And you need to embrace yourself. It's the only way to manifest your dreams. We all have dreams. I have so many dreams I haven't manifested yet, and that's okay. You know, I'm going to get there. Every single day is a new day for adventure, a new day for new possibilities. And I love that nothing is, guaranteed or written down or a signed contract. Like, you're going to get this then and that then. Like, that'd be such a boring way to live. I love the uncertainty of it. It makes it fresh. It makes it new. And I think I have a call at 2. Somebody, oh, wait, no, I think I gave them a range so I can talk a little bit more. Okay. I have a little bit more time. I thought I had to go. D. Franklin, how to get my specific person becoming more romantic with me. We love romance. You know what my boyfriend said to me yesterday? Seriously, this is so romantic. And he didn't used to be romantic. Like, he was romantic at first because the relationship was new and fresh. And I had this feeling that relationships are all good right in the beginning and then they go to shit and then they never come back. I obviously conquered that lack belief I had because it came back and it came back better than before. We're at the symphony yesterday and we were talking about keys, keys in music. And I said, my favorite key is C minor. And he knows nothing about music. So he goes, you know what my favorite key is? And I said, what? So I was like, he doesn't know keys. What is he? I don't know what is he going to say. And he says, the key to your heart. I couldn't believe it. Like, seriously, it's so corny, it's so sweet, it's so romantic. Like, he said his favorite key was the key to my heart. Just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy thinking about it. You can draw romanticism into your world. I was somebody who never had any good stuff in terms of romance. Like, really, I didn't. I swear. And you can have someone say and do pretty much anything, but it starts with building a foundation. And it did not happen to me overnight because I had many limiting beliefs to conquer. And, it's something that becomes second nature. It's like muscle memory. You're teaching yourself a new language. It's like the language of abundance. You could take lessons in French, take lessons in Spanish. I need to do that, by the way, because I want to be multilingual. That's another goal of mine. I want to learn Italian. I took Italian and then I forgot it. I took actually all those languages and forgot them, so I want to retake them. Okay, but enough of that. You can learn the language of abundance, and it can become the language that you automatically speak. It's going to feel foreign, as all foreign languages do right in the beginning. Like, they feel weird. Like, they don't feel like second nature. You have to keep implementing them so you can learn to be abundant in terms of romanticism. So your specific person, every time they do something wrong, recognize something they did right. You want it to multiply. So you want any sort of abundance, any sort of little good indication to multiply and to become the new standard. With my specific person, it was great at the beginning. Then we had this awful, awful, awful breakup. And I'm laughing. I wasn't laughing then. The reason why I'm laughing is because it's such the polar opposite right now. At that time, you never would have guessed that we'd be where we are right now. And that's the beautiful thing about life is that you can turn something around 1,000% to the polar opposite of extremes. And I will, Padu, I will get to your question, I promise. In fact, I'm just going to highlight it so I don't forget. Oh, I'll screenshot it. Can I do that? It worked. It screenshotted it. Okay. So I won't forget, I promise. What was I saying? Oh, abundance. Okay, romanticism. So, I mean, anything you're currently experiencing, like you didn't mean to manifest it, but you can manifest the total opposite. You can manifest someone saying and doing anything. Like, if you're not really sure what romance looks like, you watch romantic movies, romantic stories. I think I mentioned Jane Austen in a previous video. And I really don't know anything about Jane Austen, but I think it's romantic. It sounds like it would be. But pretty much anything. Put yourself as the fairy tale princess or prince. I feel like most fairy tales are about princesses, though. But if you're a guy, you could change it to match your situation. The point is, you can have a happy ending. But you gotta start focusing on it. And it's gonna take work. Like I said, learning a new language, it's gonna feel weird, it's gonna feel unusual, it's gonna feel like a lie. Like the first time you try to conquer, like, I don't know, German sounds really hard to me. I think my boyfriend took some German. We really want to go to Germany, but I worry because that language seems so like out of my comfort zone. Like in terms of Spanish, I could kind of understand, but German is like I don't understand. And my specific person from the 19th century, Beethoven, he was German. So I should actually learn it. That way, when I know how to manifest going back in time, I can properly communicate with him. I just thought of that now. It's like a way of living in the end. I'm making myself laugh. Okay. I just have to take a moment to laugh. And laughing is important. And that's why I make these sessions silly. Like if I was serious the whole time, like you wouldn't be laughing. Like if you were trying to manifest something right now, you probably rarely laugh. You should laugh more. You don't allow yourself to laugh. So okay, I think I covered the part about romanticism. And I made snapshots because I had some live what are they called? Super chats come through. So let's answer some of these questions. Oh, come on. Open, open. Oh, there we go. Do you ever get dark before dawn when manifesting? Absolutely. And that's the interesting part about manifesting is that sometimes things will get worse before they get better. Why this happens, I have no idea. But it's happened to me before. And it's your way to be like, you know what, bring it on. And if it gets dark, I'm going to remain true. This is who I want to be. This is what I want to experience. This is what I want. I'm not going to let any darkness sway me. I have a hiccup, sorry. Sway me from my desire. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep pushing on. Sometimes darkest before dawn can mean actually you're close. And the interesting thing about darkest before dawn is the people that don't understand that it can be part of the natural process give up at that moment. And that's actually the moment that they were the closest and they don't realize it and they give up and then poof, it goes away. When it's dark before the dawn, say to yourself, I must be really close. Okay, I need some green tea. And it's decaffeinated and organic, and it makes me feel amazing. The brand I use, I think it's called Bigelow. I bought like a huge stash of it, and I make it in mason jars. Okay, there was another question. Yeah. Oh, where is it? Here it is. Uh, I want more time with my specific person, but he's so involved with his 5-year-old son. He lives with his son and the mother of his son. They were never married. You know what? Again, that's like an obstacle. It's a label. Um, yes, of course, you don't want to take away from this love that your specific person has for his son. But honestly, you could be a part of that world too. Like he could include you. My boyfriend has children. I don't feel it threatening. He loves to spend time with them. That's okay. Say to yourself that, the current setup of him having a 5-year-old son, of him living with the mother of the son, that no longer hinders our relationship. Because you could see that as like a huge roadblock and a huge hindrance, but it doesn't have to be. Like it could be a lovely way of coming together. And you could even imagine a time where he now lives with you and you do things with his son. Imagine being welcomed into their world as if everybody is in harmony instead of everyone, being in this negative place of, obstacles. Hello from Padme. But honestly, it's always your choice whether or not to see these things as helping you in some way that you don't even know how or hindering you. And when you're manifesting, especially like the darkest before the dawn, say to yourself, well, every single moment is getting me one step closer to the ideal, one step closer. Everything is helping me. Hi, Jen Elvira. I saw